Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tailored Metaphor, where I use my imagination to help you understand your psychology. And today we're going to talk about psychological transformation as a general term. But whenever we go to therapy, or you hire a coach, or a consultant, or a counselor, or any kind of expert, we are trying to achieve psychological transformation in some way. And what that looks like is understanding our emotions, trying to rewrite our self-talk and tweak our mindset. And so to not only change our internal thinking and our psychology, but also to change our behaviors and our interactions and what our life actually looks like, hopefully for the better, going forward. Now, it doesn't matter which expert you go to in the psychological field to start this transformational process. But the most important thing is that you understand that it is a process. And I like to think about it as a two-step process. It's because first step is the desire for change. You have to actually want that change to engage in it. And then step two is the engagement. Step two is when you actually take action to ask for help, go to a counselor, do therapy, put in the work to change whatever it is that you want to change. But it's this two steps. A lot of people get stuck on the first. So the way that I envision this is thinking about you in a room and you are living the life that you don't want to live, but there's a set of two doors. One door, and there's a hallway in between. Okay, so the first door represents the desire for change. And as soon as you're like, yes, you know what? I'm going to change. I'm ready. I'm fed up. It's time. I need to work on this now. You go through that one door. Then you're standing in this middle hallway. It's just totally blank hallway. And you're up against this next door. Now this next door is really thick. It's like really thick reclaimed wood. It's very heavy. Because this is the door where you actually take that risky action. This is when you actually engage in the change that you want to make. And this is scary for people. Desiring change is pretty easy because people can just get fed up and excited, like, okay, I want something different. But this taking the step for that next action, taking that first action and engagement is really, really hard. And so imagine you're in that hallway and imagine for yourself, what would it take for you to push open that really heavy door? The reason I bring this up is because so many people do get stuck in that hallway. They get stuck in that middle ground where they want the change. They don't want to go back to the life that's not serving them, but they have a really hard time, or maybe they're scared to push open the really, really big, heavy door, or they don't know how. So if this is a place that you have been in before, I want you to ask yourself, if you get stuck in that hallway and you've already opened the door where you know you want some kind of change, what would it take for you to feel comfortable and confident, even if it's scary, to push open that next door and take that first step? Is it asking somebody for help? Is it some kind of mindset thing you need to work on while you're standing in that blank hallway? Is it some other type of figurative key that you need to unlock that door and take the next step? I don't want you to get trapped in that hallway and then get discouraged. This is exactly why so many people start therapy and they're excited for the change, they're ready to go, and then they ask for help, and they don't have a good connection with the therapist, and then they give up. They either stay in the hallway or they just go back to the life that they don't want, and they feel kind of badly or discouraged or frustrated that they even started the process. So think about it for yourself. What would it take for you, if you get to the point of wanting change, to actually take that next step and open that second door?